A large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare would like to wish everyone a happy, healthy new year. They encourage you all to continue to practice COVID-19 precautions in an effort to keep you and your loved ones safe. They offer a safe and sanitary clinical setting when you stop in for your medical, dental, optometry, and behavioral health needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare have clinics in Arapahoe, Ethany, and Riverton for your convenience. More information can be found online at windriver.care.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Welcome back inside Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. This is Travis Gupton, Sports Director at WyoToday Media. We are on 101.7 KDNOs, also streaming on WyoToday's YouTube and Facebook page. And we are about 12 minutes away from the Dubois Rams taking on the Little Snake River Rattlers. This is going to be a fun matchup. This is going to be the first time that the two teams have met this season. And coming in, the Little Snake Rattlers coming in overall this season with a record of 8-10 and 5-3 in conference. And, of course, the Rams of Dubois coming in 17-2, 6-0 in conference. So what is at stake in this one is very simple. Should the Rams defeat the Rattlers here tonight, they will play tomorrow at noon for the 1A West Regional Championship. They will play the winner of either Saratoga or Farson Eden, who plays tonight at 4:10. To put this in perspective, Saratoga is one of the only teams to give the Rams a loss this season. Coming in, the Rams have 2 losses. One of them is to Saratoga. The other one is to the Shoshone Wranglers. And so they will be tested for sure coming into this one, as Little Snake definitely comes in with a lot of momentum. They won last night, beating Meeteetse by a final score of 34-23. The Rams last night, if you were not able to join us, defeated Cokeville by a final score of 67-55. And so this will be a fun matchup for sure. I had the opportunity to talk with Rams head coach Kyle Miller before the game. We had a long break before this one, and we talked, and he was saying that a couple things have to change from last night's game. Number one, the Rams have to rebound better. Cokeville had too many offensive rebounds last night, and that has got to change. The other thing, the big three for the Rams have got to get hot quicker than they did last night. The top three, of course, being Ryan Wells, Max Clark, and Cody Wright. Wells last night got into early foul trouble. He had 4 at the beginning of the third quarter. He did not play most of that third quarter, and so he sat out for most of the fourth quarter as well because he got his 5th foul. So that has got to change according to Coach Miller. So it should be a good one. The winner of this one goes on to play tomorrow for a 1A West regional title. So we are going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we will talk starting lineups, and we will talk stats as well before this one. It's the Rams. It's the Rattlers. Winner, 1A West championship game tomorrow. We'll be right back.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Welcome back inside Bob Carey Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Lander Valley High School in Lander, Wyoming. This is Travis Cupton, the sports director at the WyoToday Media. We are on 101.7 KDNO. We're also streaming on WyoToday's YouTube and Facebook page. And looking into this game a little bit more between the Rams and the Rattlers, first things first, for the Rattlers, their main scorer coming in with 12.3 points a game on the season is Zane Matheson. He definitely leads this team in a lot of categories. Looking at some of the stats here, another person that the Rams are going to have to contest with is Hadley Myers. Myers is the dangerous threat coming from the field. He can shoot from just about anywhere, I have been told. He also leads the team in assists, steals, and blocks. And so this is one of those teams where if you're the Rams, you're not going to be able to have that slow start like they did last night against Cokeville. So looking at at the starting lineups for the Rattlers, it is going to be Hadley Myers, number 1, number 15, Condis Perulis, as what I've been told by the fans sitting around me. And then Zane Matheson, number 11, Hector Hernandez, number 25, and then number 21, Landon Prestrude will be what Coach Jack Cobb brings to the court this afternoon. And then for the Rams, it's going to be the same starting lineup as last night that I know of. That could change completely. Number 12, Cody Wright. Number 45, Jack Hinkle. Number 34, Max Clark. Number 23, Clayton Rux. And number 12, of course, Cody Wright. So that is where we stand right now before tip-off. We are about 5 minutes exactly from tip-off. So we're going to take another commercial break. When we come back, it's tip-off. It's the Rams. It's the Rattlers. It's the 1A West Regional Tournament on 101.7 KDNO. We'll be right back.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Welcome back to 101.7 KDNO's coverage of the Rams basketball team. We are about a minute 50 seconds left before tip-off between the Rams and the Rattlers. And I've been here most of the day, and right now looking around, this is one of the larger crowds that we've had today. I'm sitting on the side where the Little Snake River Rattlers fans are sitting, and they've told me that they're not going to knock over my table today, so that's a good start. And then across the way, the entire lower bowl is almost filled with Dubois Rams fans. So we are pretty sure going to have a lot of fun here this afternoon. It's going to be loud. It's going to be raucous. There's a lot of anticipation for this Dubois Rams team, but also, from what I've been told, the Little Snake River Rattlers also have a lot of high expectations as well. So we are going to have a lot of fun here this afternoon. So, again, winner of this game will play tomorrow at noon for the 1A West Regional Championship. And then the loser of this game tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. will play Tin Sleep in the losers bracket, and that'll be, like I said, at 8:30 a.m. 30 seconds away. We are about ready to get started. Both coaches are talking to their starting lineups, and this should be fun. This should be a lot of fun. It's going to be interesting to see because last night the Rattlers only scored 34 points. And so it'll be interesting to see what kind of a match do we see here. Do we see a shooting all the way around, or are we going to see a defensive kind of game? It's going to be a lot of fun to see. They just announced the Dubois Rams and the entire Dubois Rams side goes crazy, and then they announce the Rattlers, and the people right in front of me on the Rattlers side are right as excited. So this is, like I said, the atmosphere is going to be a lot of fun here this afternoon. So the Dubois will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. And as soon as the Dubois starting lineup starts, the crowd gets up. First up, coming out of the starting lineup is Cody Wright, number 12, a senior. Number 14, that is Ryan Wells. Number 23, that is Clayton Rocks. The junior, number 24, Caden Chamley, so that is my fault there. And then number 34, Max Clark. So that was Dubois. And as soon as not even the starting lineup for the Rattlers have announced, crowd is on their feet. Hadley Myers comes out, is one of the starters, number 1. From what I was told before this game, the Rattlers will play mostly younger players, freshmen, sophomores, couple of juniors. Seniors will start, but they won't play as much, but we'll see how that goes. So again, your starting lineup: Myers, Perulis, Matheson, Hernandez, and Prestrude for the Rattlers. Players shake hands before the tip-off, and we're about ready to get this one going. This is going to be a fun matchup, as I said. It's going to be very interesting, and we're going to find out very quickly what kind of a game we're going to see, because if it is a defensive battle, it could go in the way of the Rattlers. Referee bounces off. We're off and running, and the ball goes to the Rams and right into the hands of Cody Wright. Wright goes to drive. He hands off to Clark. Clark gets it to Rux. Rux shoots a three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound goes to Wells. Wells tries to get it down to Wright. It goes out of bounds. Turnover in the hands of the Rattlers with 7:45 in the first quarter. Ball in the hands of Matheson. Moving the ball around now is the Rattlers. It is Matheson again with the ball at the top of the key. He's got Rux all over him. Myers with the ball now has Wright. He looks to drive. He's cut off. Three-pointer on the way by Matheson is off, no good. And Wright was unable to get the rebound, and it'll go out of bounds. It will stay with the Rattlers. Haziel Giron has the ball. And quickly the Rams fans call for defense. This place is rocking early with 7 minutes in a no-score game. Myers with the ball, hands off. Rattlers start moving the ball around. They are very methodical in their offense, not trying to get anything quick. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound goes to Wells, and he is fouled quickly. Foul is on number 5. That's his first. Team's first. Wright with the ball now for the Rams. He looks to drive. He shoots. Offensive foul. That is the first on Wright. That is team's first for the Rams. Still no score. 6.5 minutes left in the first. Rams try to trap. Myers unable to do so. Ball back in the hands of Myers now. Myers trapped again. Three-pointer on the way. No good by Prestrude. Rebound goes to Wells. Wells down the court. Hands over to Rux. Down into the corner to Wright, who hands to Clark. Clark back to Wright. Nice screen by Clark. Now back to Wright. Back to Rux, back to Clark. Clark, three-pointer on the way. That one's good. Max Clark off to a hot start. Three-pointer up and good. It is 3-0 in favor of the Rams. And again, the Rams double-teaming. Still double-teaming, trying to trap. Finally in the hands of Myers. Myers tries to drive. He's stuck. He's stuck still. He still goes up. Finally, he gets the bucket. He looked trapped, and he still found a way to get a shot up. 3-2, 5:23 left in the first quarter. Wright with the ball. Surveys the situation, hands over to Clark. Clark hands over to Chamley. Chamley to Rux. Back in the hands of Wright. They're going back down to Wells. Wells in low post up and easily good. 5-2 with under 5 minutes left in the first quarter, and quickly a turnover as the Rattlers throw the ball away. Wright brings the ball across the timeline. Hands quickly to Clark. Clark down to Wells again. They're looking low post all the time now. Over to Wright. Wright's going to take a three-pointer. It's on the way. It's no good. Rebound goes to the Rattlers. Wright goes for a steal, unable to do so. Now down to the low post is Perulis. Shot up and good. Three-pointer by Little Snake River. The Rattlers did not see who that shot was by. Clark, offensive foul. Clark was trying to get all the way down in the low post. He had everybody on him, tried to bully his way in, unable to do so. That's his first, and that is the team's second. So I was told that that three-point shot was by Matheson. Low post pass thrown away by Prestrude. It is a turnover going in favor of the Rams. 3:55 left in the first quarter. We're tied at 5. Wright with the ball. And you could hear, and Coach Kyle Miller screaming, move the ball. Still saying move the ball in the hands of Wells now. Wells is going to take a three-point shot. That ball's no good. And Coach Miller not happy with that possession. Wells got to be careful. He got in foul trouble early, and they're going to say he pushed. Wow, they call it a push on Wells. That's his first, team's third. That was a lot of contact. Could have gone either way. Myers with the ball, hands off. Low post down to Prestrude. Prestrude jumped, and they're going to call it jump ball. So it will stay with the Rattlers with 3:20 left in the first quarter, and we're tied 5-all. Myers with the ball. And he has to go all the way out, almost. Oh, he's over and back, but he said he tipped it. Low post, all the way driven, and that is good by Matheson. That's his second bucket of the night, and the Rattlers take a 7-5 lead. Wells is going to quickly try to go down to the other side. His shot's rejected, up and no good. Rebound goes to the Rattlers. 3 minutes left in the first quarter, 7-5. Myers comes up and almost gets it stolen, but he somehow gets it back. Now in the hands of Prestrude. Prestrude moves it around. Everybody moving around. Three-point shot on the way. No good. Rebound goes in the hands of Cody Wright, who quickly gives it to Wells. Wells looks to go down low. Nice look down in the low post. Quickly, River Beasley of the Rams gets his first points of the night. Shot up and no good as the Rattlers try to get a shot. That shot's up and good. That was Perulis. Foul was on number 12. That's on Wright. That's his second, team's fourth. And as far as I know, that basket counted. The basket count, yeah. Okay, so the fans made sure the referee knew that basket counted, and I thought it did. So it's going to be 9-7 with 2:17 left in the first quarter. It will send Prestrude to the line. So he had the basket, so it was Prestrude's first of the night. His shot's up, and it is good. And it is 10-7 now in favor of the Rattlers. Ryan Wells will bring the ball up the court and across the timeline with 2:10 left in the first quarter. Rux had a little bit of trouble with the ball. Now everybody's out of control. Clark finally with the ball. He's trying to bully his way down, and he's got a shot up and blocked. However, there was a foul called on Prestrude. That's his first, team second, and that will send Chamley to the line for 2. Dribbles twice, spins the ball in his hands. First one up, first one off. Chamley coming into this is a 44% free throw shooter. Second one on the way. That one's no good. Rebound goes into the hands of Cody Wright. Wright's going to shoot a 3. It's off. Offensive rebound goes to Clark, and it ends up in the hands of Myers. And now the Rattlers have numbers. Goes to Prestrude. Over to Myers. Myers thinks 3, doesn't take it. Three-pointer on the way, however, and good by Zane Matheson. 13-7 now in favor of the Rattlers. Right with the ball, and he's going to slow everything down. Minute 20 left in the first, 13-7. This is not the start that the Rams wanted to have. Rux is going to shoot a long 3. That's off. Offensive rebound goes to Clark. His shot up and good, but they're going to say the foul was on the floor. Foul is on number 35. That is on Tanner Duncan, who has checked into the game. That's his first, team's third. Three-pointer on the way by Rux. Misses again, and ball is out of bounds. Clark almost got called for his second foul. Quickly, the ball comes back in, and Wright is going to try to steal it, and he's unable to do so. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Rattlers with right at a minute left in the first quarter, 13-7. Ball in the hands of Matheson. He's trapped. He's got all kinds of Rams around him. Somehow he gets it up. The Rams get it up. The Rattlers get it up, and Rux is able to get it, and they're going to call a foul, and they're going to call it on Rux. That's his first, team's 5th. And there's a lot of boos going on. Ball comes back in, however. There's 46 seconds left. Ball in the hands of Matheson. Almost walked there, did Matheson. Now in the hands of Myers. Myers thinking 3 all the way. He's got Wells and Wright on him. Ball hand out to Matheson. 30 seconds left first quarter. 13-7 in favor of the Rattlers. And now Myers is going to slow things down. Over to Matheson. Screen was set. Did not take it, did Matheson. Now in the hands of Myers. Myers has got Wright all over him. He's almost trapped. 7 seconds left. Almost a turnover as Myers wasn't ready for the pass. Matheson with the ball now with 1 second. He's trying to shake everybody. He's got it blocked. He's blocked. And so at the end of the first quarter, it is 13-7 in favor of the Rattlers. And the crowd for the Rattlers is up and applauding. We'll be right back for the second quarter on 101.7 KDNO.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County's school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Welcome back to 101.7 KDNO. We are in the second period, and quickly the Rams are off and running here. Wright with the ball, hands over to Rux. Rux back to Wright. Hands over to Clark. Clark looks to drive. He's got everybody on him. Finally, the ball ends up in Wells' hands. Shot up, that's no good. Rebound goes to Clark. Clark goes up, and he's fouled. Foul is on Perulis. That's his first, team's fourth. It will send Clark to the line. And quickly, he takes the first one, and he doesn't even think about it. That's up and good. 13-8 now. 7.5 minutes left in the first half. And Clark takes one dribble, takes the other next shot up, and it's good. 13-9 now, still in favor of the Rattlers of Snake River. Myers with the ball, hands over to Prestrude. Now to Harone. And bad pass gets a turnover to the Rams. Wright's going to go behind his back. Wright's going to go up and good. First points of Wright in this one, and all of a sudden it's a 2-point game. Again, Wright last night was off to a slow start, and then he ended up with 19 points. So he can get hot at any moment. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Rams. It will stay with the Rattlers. Myers with the ball, hands to Harone. Harone back to Myers, then to Matheson. Matheson back to Harone. Now to Myers. Myers back to Matheson. The atmosphere in this gymnasium is absolutely insane. Prestrude for a shot. Up, no good. He falls down, no foul called. Rux with the rebound for the Rams, and he will bring it across the timeline. He almost got hacked. Gets the ball over to Wright. 6.5 minutes in the first half, 13-11. Screened by Clark. Kind of used there by Wright. Over to Wells. Wells is going to try to get it in. He does. Nice up, and he misses. Shot was up, no good by Chamley. He had a wide open basket. And foul was on number 20. Let's see here. That was on Chamley off the rebound. So that is his first, team sixth. Myers will bring the ball across the timeline for the Rattlers. Almost traveled. Wright was trying to go for it. Harone gets it back. However, it's deflected off by Wells. It will stay with the Rattlers with 6:04 left in the first half. Myers with the ball. He's got Wells on him. Looking for help. He's out in no man's land. He gets it over to Matheson. Matheson looks to drive. He's not able to do so. Back to Harone. Harone over to Myers. Myers is going to take a three-point shot, misses everything, and it goes out of bounds, and the crowd gives him the air ball chant. Ball will go to the Rams. 5:45 left in the first half, 13-11. Wells brings the ball across the timeline. Hands off to Beasley, who has checked into the game. Clark with the ball, back to Beasley. Beasley has a wide open three, did not take it. Hands off to Wells. Wells to Wright. Wright at the top of the key, hands off to Beasley again. Beasley now takes the three-point shot. It's good. River Beasley with a three-point shot. Makes it a 14-13 game in favor of Dubois, and now the Rams crowd is back into it. Ball in the hands of Matheson. Now into Myers' hands at the top of the key. He hands her over to Harone. Harone looked low post, couldn't get it there. Back to Myers. Ball over to Matheson. He's going to drive. He's going to shoot. That ball's up no good. Offensive rebound goes to Myers. That shot's up no good. Offensive rebound goes to Myers again. That shot is up and good. Back and forth we go now. 15-14. 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Wright with the ball. Quickly goes down into the low post to Clark. Clark's double teamed. He's going to take the shot anyway and good. Clark had two people on him and it didn't matter. 16-15 now. Myers with the ball. He's trapped. He's double teamed. He gets it to Pastrude. Goes to Matheson. Matheson drives and goes up and good. Back and forth we go. 17-16 now. 3:59 left in the first half. Wells with the ball. Now up to Wright. We're at 3:40 left. Wright's going to drive. Wright is going to get fouled. Wright had the finger roll, blocking call. He'll get two shots. I did not see who the foul was on. That was on number 21. That was on Pastrude. That's his second, team's fifth. It will send Cody Wright to the line for two. First one up, first one short. Referee gives the ball back to Cody Wright. He takes two dribbles. Second one on the way up. That one's good. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. We're tied at 17. It's the Dubois Rams and Little Snake River Rattlers in a good one. 3:43 left. We'll be right back.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Heinz General Store has been the...
Welcome back to 101.7 KDNO and WyoToday Media's coverage of Rams basketball. We are in a good one, 17-all, with 3:43 left in the first half. It is the Rattlers' ball, and it is Harone with the ball. He hands over to Matheson. Matheson has Wells on him, hands back over to Harone, who also has Wells and Rucks on him. Now over to Myers, now to Matheson. Matheson thought three a long way away, decided against it. Now he's trapped on the baseline. He somehow gets it down, and trying to see who that was. That was Perulis who traveled. So it is a turnover in favor of the Rams. Wright with the ball now for the Rams as we go right at 3 minutes left in the first half. He goes straight down to Wells. Wells with a nice hook at about 5 feet away, and it's up and it's good. So quickly it's 19-17 in favor of the Rams. Missed shot by the Rattlers. Clark's going to have the ball for the Rams. He's going to drive baseline. He tries to get a shot up. That's no good, but he's fouled. Foul is on the Rattlers, number 35. That is Tanner Duncan. That is his second, team sixth. First one by Clark is up, no good. Clark takes a deep breath, dribbles once, second one on the way, that one's good. And he's going to get one more. That one's on the way, that one's missed. So 2017 with 2:44 left in the first half in favor of the Dubois Rams. Winner plays for the 1A West Regional Championship tomorrow at noon. Myers with the ball, he's all kinds of in trouble. Nice pass, however, to Tanner Duncan. Duncan is fouled, and foul is on number 24. That's on Chamley, that's his second, that's the team's seventh. It will send Duncan to the line for two. First one on the way, too strong. Duncan, a 44% free throw shooter, takes one dribble, two dribbles, second one on the way. That one looks prettier, still off the rim though. Rebound goes down to Ryan Wells of Dubois. Nice down look, low pass to Cody Wright, who was cutting towards the basket, and it's up and good. And now 22-17 with 2:15 left in the first half. Harone with the ball, gives it to Matheson for the Rattlers. Tries to get it. There's a fight for the ball, finally ends up in the hands of Wells. Wells up and good. And there's a timeout on the floor by the Rattlers, and the Dubois crowd is up, and they are having blast. 2 minutes, 1 second left in the first half, 24-17. They are going to call a full timeout, so we'll take it with them on 101.7 KDNO. We're also streaming on YouTube and on Facebook at WyoToday. We'll be right back.
Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at HeinzGeneralStore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz Online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest. Heinz General Store is a proud sponsor of Wyoming Indian basketball. Let's go, Chiefs!
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Why should you?
As both teams come out of the timeout, both crowds give a huge ovation to both teams as we enter back into play. Harone will have the ball for the Rattlers as we reach the 2-minute mark in the first half. He tries to get it down low, and everybody drops for the ball, and we got a jump ball. Clara was the first one down there for the Rams. It will be a jump ball. It will stay with the Rattlers with 1:51 left. 24-17 in favor of the Rams. Quickly, the ball ends up in Matheson's hands. Myers with it now. Matheson back with the ball. Looks for Myers for cutting. He doesn't get him. So he hands off to Harone. Harone then ends up in Myers' hands. The Rattlers starting to move around a little bit. Foul on Clark. That was a foul on Max Clark. That's his second, team's 8th. That will send Condis Perulis to the line for 2 shots. First one on the way, no good. Okay, so it was a 1-and-1. 24-17, 1:20 left in the first half. Wells with the ball for the Rams. Now hands off to Cody Wright. Over to Max Clark. Clark looks to drive. He's going to take a shot from about 12 feet away. That's up no good. Ends up in the hands of Myers. Myers over to Pastrude, I'm sorry. Over to Matheson. Matheson's going to look to drive. He's going to go right under the bucket. Up, no good. Ball is all over the place, and there's finally a foul called. I can't tell who they're pointing at. Foul is on number 15. That is Perulis. That's his second. That is the team 7th. It will send Caden Chamley of the Rams to the line for the 1-and-1. Referee hands him the ball. He takes 2 quick dribbles, spins it in his hands. First one's up. That one's good. That is Chamley's first points of the night. Makes it 25-17 with 55 seconds exactly left in the first half. Second one on the way. That one looks too strong, and it is. However, Wells comes up with the offensive rebound. He gets it swatted out of his hands, and it ends up in Matheson's hands. Matheson had an opportunity to press, didn't go for it. He's going to go all the way, and he's going to be fouled, and I can't tell who, and it's going to be 2 shots. Foul is going to be on number 14. That's on Wells. That is his second, team's 9th. That will send Matheson to the line for 2. First one is up, and the first one is good for Matheson. He'll have one more with 42.6 seconds left in a 25-18 ball game. Second one up. That one's also good. 25-19, 6-point ball game with 39 seconds left. Ryan Wells will bring the ball across the timeline. Takes a screen from Wright. Wright gets the ball right back. Second one on the way is good. Shot on the way from about 9 feet by Wright is up and good. 27-19. Second shot on the way. No good by the Rattlers. It will go off the face of Wells, and it will stay with the Rattlers with 17.6 seconds. Wright got a deflection and a turnover off the inbound pass. He almost traveled. Crowd from the Rattlers side went berserk on almost with no call there. Wright with the ball now, or Wells with the ball now with 3 seconds left, 2 seconds. He's not around. Wells with the shot at the buzzer, no good. So at the half, it is 27-19 in favor of the Dubois Rams. We will be right back with halftime stats and analysis on 101.7 KDNO.
Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care. In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare would like to wish everyone a happy, healthy new year. They encourage you all to continue to practice COVID-19 precautions in an effort to keep you and your loved ones safe. They offer a safe and sanitary clinical setting when you stop in for your medical, dental, optometry, and behavioral health needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare have clinics in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton for your convenience. More information can be found online at windriver.care.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Welcome back to 101.7 KDNO. This is Travis Gupton, Sports Director at the WyoToday Media. Looking at the halftime stats, it has been really no one really pulling out as much as far as scoring is concerned. For the Rattlers, Myers has 4. Perulis has 2. Matheson is leading all scorers with 10 points. And then Landon Prestrude has 3. For the Rams, Cody Wright had a big second quarter. He did not score in the first, but in the second quarter he had 7. That's where he stands at the half. And then let's see here. Caden Chamley, he has 1. River Beasley has 5. Max Clark has 8. And Ryan Wells has 6. And that is where we stand right now at the half with 5 minutes left at 27-19. So again, winner of this game will play tomorrow at noon here at the Fieldhouse here in Lander Valley for the 1A West Regional Championship. They will play the winner of either Saratoga or Farson Eden. That game will be played later on this evening here in Lander Valley. And so we will have that game tomorrow should the Rams win. They will play tomorrow at noon should they win. If they do not win, they will play then tomorrow morning at 8:30 in the auxiliary gym in the losers bracket. And so, that is at 8:30, not in the auxiliary gym. That will be here as well in the field house. And so from here on out, the Rams will be playing in front of a larger venue in Lander Valley. So we are 4 minutes away from the third quarter in a 27-19 Rams lead. So we're going to take another commercial break. When we come back, it'll be third quarter action. Again, this is Travis Gupton, Sports Director at WyoToday Media, and this is 101.7. We'll be right back.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Welcome back to the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse here on the campus of Lander Valley High School. We are about ready to get this third quarter underway. It will be Rams ball as we kick off the third quarter. It will be Clayton Rux to take the ball, and we are off and running. Cody Wright with the ball as we start this one. Rux with the ball now. Hands it off to Wright. Wright using a screen by Wells. Not much of one, however. Clark with it. Nice give and go there to Wright. He's blocked off, though. Now over to Wells. Wells will reset. Look to drive. He uses a screen. Hands off, nice shot, up and no good. A lot of contact down the low post, and finally Clark with the offensive rebound up, and he is fouled. That foul is on Myers. That's his first, and that is the team's first of the second half. First one by Clark is up and good. Clark, one of the better free throw shooters on this team. He doesn't even take much of time. He does not get much time at all to start talking. He puts 2 up and 2 are in. 29-19 now, 10-point game in favor of the Rams. There's a kicked ball. Referee will call that, and Harone will take it out of bounds for the Rattlers in the hands of Myers. Myers is in trouble by Rux. He hands it off to Harone. Harone loses it out of bounds. He just mishandled it, and he knew it. 7:15 left in the third quarter, 10-point game, and Rams ball. Wells will bring it across the timeline. He'll be met by Matheson. He'll give it over to Clark, who gives it to Wright, who gives it to Chamley. Chamley, nice give and go. And Chamley with the scoop and the score. 31-19, and now the Rams starting to pull away a little bit. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Rattlers. Harone gives it to Matheson on the inbounds. Quickly to Myers. He gets surrounded. Ball goes on the ground. Wright tries to go after it. Is not able to. So it's over in Protrude's hand now. Protrude to Myers. Myers gives it away. Gives it into Harone's hand. And Harone somehow saves it, but they say he stepped out of bounds. Harone having a hard time gathering some of the passes that he's getting. And there is a timeout on the floor by the Rattlers. We're going to keep it right here with 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter. It's a 30-second timeout. So looking ahead at what is to possibly come, again, the Rams, should they hold this lead, will move on to the 1A West Regional Championship match tomorrow at noon. They will play the winner of either Saratoga versus Farson Eden. And again, remember, Saratoga is one of the only teams, one of the only two teams to give the Rams a loss this season. The other one was the Shoshone Wranglers. And Shoshone is a 2A team. And so really the only 1A team that has given the Rams any problems has been the team from Saratoga. Dubois will have the ball out of the timeout. Wells will have it and hand it off to Wright with 6:30 left in the third quarter, and we got an offensive foul. Foul was on number 34. That's on Clark. That's his third. Oh, they gave that to Chamley. They gave that to 24, so that is Chamley's third. Ball in the hands now of, trying to see who that was. That was Prestrude. Ball gets kicked out of bounds. It will stay, however, it'll stay with the Rattlers. 6:14 left in the third quarter, 31-19 in favor of the Rams. Harone cross-court, out-of-bounds pass into Matheson. Matheson to Myers. Myers looking to drive. He gets cut off. Gets back to Matheson. Matheson goes to Prestrude. Prestrude's going to shoot a three-pointer. That one's on the way. That one was partially blocked. No good. Myers tries to save it. Ends up in Clark's hand. Wright has the ball. He looks to drive. He hands it to Rux. Rux for three. No good. Offensive rebound goes to Wells, and it's up and it's good. 33-19 now with 5:40 left in the third quarter. Prestrude with the ball. He's gets it to Matheson. Matheson up and good. And that finally breaks the scoring drought for the Rattlers. Wells with the ball. Looks over at Clark, cross-court pass to Clark. Clark looks to drive, gives a little double step. He's up, no good. Rebound goes down to the Rattlers. Harone with the ball. He looks to press. He's going to go all the way. He shoots, no good. Rebound goes to Clark and then to Chamley. To Rux and then to Wright. Wright's going to try to press on the other end now. He drives. He's fouled, and foul shot is no good, but it will be two shots. Foul is on Myers. That's his second. That is the team's second of the second half. Shot up and good by Cody Wright. Makes it 34-21 now with 4:56 left in the third quarter. Second one on the way by Wright, up and good. That is Wright's first 2 points of the second half, 35-21. Matheson is in all kinds of trouble. He somehow gets it to Myers. Myers tries to turn, looking no pass. Wright's going to go up, and Wright's going to dunk it. Cody Wright got the entire crowd off its feet for Dubois. as he went up and double hand slam. 37-21. Turnover again, almost. Somehow it's saved into Heron's hands. Matheson with the ball. Ball now in the hands of Matheson. Up, three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound. He was going to go back up, could not do it, and he throws it away. Over and back for the Rattlers. And now the Dubois crowd starting to get into it a little bit more. 4:10 left in this third quarter, 37-21 in favor of the Rams. Wright hands it to Wells. Wells hands it off to Wright. Now to Chamley, now to Clark. Clark makes a move, shot up and good. Clark had made a really strong move to the basket. He's up and he scores. First one up, and that one's off and no good by Clark. So we are at 3 minutes, 55 seconds, third quarter, 39-21. Heron with the ball, get it down to Myers. Myers is double teamed. Anytime the ball goes to Myers right around the free throw line, he's swarmed. Heron with it. Now to Myers, now to Matheson. Matheson thought about a three-pointer, decided against it on a nice closeout by Rux. And we got a foul on the ball, and it's an offensive foul. And quickly, Coach Cobb is going to send in Prestrude back into the game. And he's going to come get Perulis. Wells quickly down court and one pass to Wright. Wright looks to drive baseline. He hands it to Clark. Clark up, shot no good, and goes into the hands of Myers. Myers loses the ball out of bounds off nice defense by Cody Wright. 3:14 left in the third quarter, 39-21 in favor of the Rams. Wells brings the ball across the timeline. He's got Matheson on him at the top of the key. Hands over to Clark. Nice screen set there by Wells. Wells now in the low post. He's got a mismatch with Matheson on him. Cody Wright at the top of the key. Looking for he goes right down, as I said, to Wells. Wells with one move, up and good. He had the mismatch down in the low post, and he took it. 20-point game, 41-21, and a blocking foul called on Wells. That is his third. That is the team's fifth. Or team second, I'm sorry. Myers with the ball, shot up. That time it's good on a nice dish in the low post to Tanner Duncan. 41-23 now with right around 2:15 left in the third. Wells looks down to low post to Clark. Clark gives it to Rux. Rux is going to try to drive back in. He hands it back to Clark. Clark's going to shoot a three. That ball's up, and that's no good. Rebound goes to Myers. 2 minutes exactly left in the third quarter, 41-23. Myers is going to try to go coast to coast. Shot up, that ball's no good. He gets his own rebound. Hand over to Matheson. Matheson for three, and that ball's no good. Rebound to Heron. And Wright tries to steal it. He can't do it. Ends up in Myers' hands. Now to Prestrude. Shot up, that ball's no good. Wright with the ball now with 1:30 left in the third quarter. Wells is going to shoot a three. That one's no good. Prestrude with the rebound, saves it out of bounds. And everybody will take a collective breath as Myers brings it across the timeline with 1:20 left and a 41-23 Rams lead. Heron with the ball now. The Rams have everyone surrounded. Shot up, no good by the Rattlers. Shot almost too hot for pass almost too hot for Clark, and Rux is going to have it across the timeline, and he's going to say, everybody just calm down and slow down. And as soon as I say that, he drives. He takes a shot off the side of the backboard. No good. We're under a minute left in the third quarter, 41-23. Myers tries to take a shot. He hands it off, ends up in Matheson's hands. Now back to Myers. Myers is going to try to go again. He hands it to Prestrude. Prestrude tries to take a shot. He gets it up finally, and it's up and good. He had Clar all over him, but he was able to muscle it up and get it to go. .22 seconds left, and Wells is going to probably set up a last shot for the Rams in this third quarter. Now in the hands of Cody Wright. 14 seconds left in a 41-25 ball game. Wright probably thinking three. He's going to take Wells. 3 seconds left. Wells going to go all the way down. He's got one shot. He's got it up and good at the buzzer. Ryan Wells lost the ball, but at the buzzer was able to recorral it, get it up and in. So, at the end of the third period, it is 43-25 in favor of the Dubois Rams. We'll be right back on 101.7 KDNO for the fourth quarter.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors.
Welcome back to 101.7 KDNO, also on WyoToday's YouTube and Facebook page. This is Travis Gupton, Sports Director at WyoToday Media, and if you can hear the crowd, that is the Dubois side as they walk out on the court. The Dubois crowd is up and going. It is 43-25 as we start the fourth quarter. It will be Rattlers' ball as we begin. Ball in the hand of Matheson. Matheson looks to drive, gets blocked off, hands off to Harone. Harone back to Matheson. Matheson for three, no good. Rebound goes to Clar. Clar hands it off to Wright, who brings it across the timeline. And he's going to survey the situation. Hands over to Rux. Rux will hand it off to Ryan Wells, who's had a tremendous game so far. Wells will look to drive. He's going to get it off to Chamblee. Chamblee gets blocked. Myers will bring it back for the Rattlers. And there is something going on. There's a foul, and they're going to call a foul on Cody Wright. That is his third. That is the team's fourth of the second half. Harone with the ball back for the Rattlers with 7:15 left in the ball game and a 43-25 score. Shot up and good by Myers. That is his first points of the second half. It is now 43-27. Wells brings it across the timeline for the Rams. Looks to drive. He's cut off. Nice down look pass to Cody Wright, but he's fouled. That is something that the Rams do really well. They just cut so well, and they find those passes so well. Foul is on, let's see here, that's on, first one is up and good by Wright. That's the first thing we need to mention. They put number 35 up, so that's Tanner Duncan's third. That is the team's fifth. (44-27), 6:54 left in this one. Second one on the way is Wright. No good. Offensive rebound goes to Wells, who puts it back up and good. 46-27 now. 6:45 left. Myers traveled. Myers was looking down low for Prostrude, and when he tried to find a entry pass, he walked. So it'll be Rams ball with 6:40 left in a 46-27 ball game. Clark with the ball, hands off to Wells. Wells back to right. Now to Chamley. Chamley's going to take a three. That's good. Oh, that's River Beasley. I'm sorry. River Beasley has another three. And there is a timeout on the floor. And the Dubois crowd and the Dubois team is 6:20 away from a 1A West Regional Championship date tomorrow at noon. It is a full timeout, so we'll take it with them. This is 101.7 KDNO's coverage of Dubois Rams basketball. We'll be right back.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Welcome back to Lander Valley. We are 6 minutes, 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter in a 49-27 ball game for the Rams of Dubois. Again, what is at stake here? The winner of this match will play tomorrow at noon here in Lander Valley for the 1A West Regional Championship. We will find out later on tonight who the opposing team will be. It'll either be Saratoga or the Pronghorns of Farson Eden. We are back into action here. It is the Rattlers ball, and the ball is in Myers' hands, and he has got all kinds of Rams around him. He's got 3 Rams around him. Finally, he gets it to Matheson. They're looking for a trap. They're making everything difficult. Now he's trapped, really. Gets it to Myers. Myers for 3, and that shot was blocked by Cody Wright. 5:50 left in the fourth quarter, 49-27 in favor of the Rams. Wells with the ball at the top of the key. Hands off to Cody Wright. Nice give and go to Wells. Wells up and good. That combination between Wright and Wells is really, really done to perfection. Matheson's going to shoot a 3. That one's no good. Rebound will get tipped back out to Matheson. Matheson's going to look to drive. Shot up. That one's no good. Rebound goes to Clark. 5:15 left in the fourth quarter, 51-27. Wells with the ball. Surveys the situation. Screen set by Clark. Shot up and no good by Wells. Rebound goes into the hands of Myers for the Rattlers. He asked for Harone to come back because he was stuck. Harone looks to drive. He loses the ball. Turnover goes to Cody Wright. Wright hands it off to Rux. Rux will hand it right back to Cody Wright with 4.5 minutes left in this one. Clark gets the ball, hands off to Wells. Wells is going to go deep. Shot up, good. And he will have one more. Nate Hinkle for the Rams has come in. This is his first action in the 1A West Regional Tournament. 4.5 minutes left in this one. 53-27. Wells is going to take one shot. Up, that one's good. Ryan Wells has taken over in this fourth quarter. 54-27. Down low pass goes to Tanner Duncan. He's fouled. Foul is on number 24. That is on Chamley. That's his 4th. That is the team's 6th. That will send Duncan to the line. First one on the way is good. Substitutions both ways for both teams as we are at 4:20 left, fourth quarter, and a 54-28 Rams lead. Second one is getting dribbled on the way, and no good by Duncan. Rebound will go down to Wells. Hands off to Cody Wright. Wright will bring it across the timeline with right at 4:10 left in the fourth quarter. Jack Hinkle has now entered the game for the Rams. Ball in the hands of Cody Wright now. He's looking down low to Wells. Wells is going to try to bang his way in. No way, no how. Hinkle was going to go to Wells, and he throws it away. And Coach Miller was telling Hinkle to lead Wells into that pass. Quickly down the court come the Rattlers. They're going to go down to low post. Myers is going to take a three-point shot. That ball's up, no good. Offensive rebound up, and that shot is no good by Tanner Duncan. But he's fouled. It's going to be a foul on. That's on Jack Hinkle. That's his first. Team's fifth. It will send Duncan to the line for two more. First one's up. First one's good. Duncan is having himself a productive fourth quarter. Makes it 54-29. Second one's up. Second one's off. No good. Rebound comes down to Ryan Wells. Wells brings it across the timeline. He got his pocket picked by Matheson. Matheson's going to look to press. He needed to control it. He's got it up and good. Matheson with his first points of the fourth quarter, and now it's 54-31 with 3:20 left in the fourth quarter. Foul on the floor. Foul was on that was on Matheson. That's his second. It will send. That'll send Ryan Wells to the line. Wells up. First one's good. (31-55) now. Second one up, no good by Wells. Harone brings it across the timeline quickly. The Rattlers start to press. Shot up and good by Duncan. And now it is 55-33 with 3:10 left in this one. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll be right back on 101.7 KDNO.
Knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Welcome back to 101.7 KDNO, WyoToday Media's coverage of Dubois Rams basketball. We are 3:10 left in the fourth quarter in a 55-33 ball game. Again, reminder, if you are a Thermopolis Bobcat fan, you will have a game this evening at 5:30, so stay here at 101.7 KDNO for that. All that will be there. After this game, I will have a post-game interview with Coach Kyle Miller and probably a player or two. And then I'll be heading over to Riverton to be with Cody Beers on 99.1 KWYW. So if you want to join me there, you're more than welcome to. Tip-off for the game there will be at 6 p.m. and then following at 7:30. We're back to action. Wells is trying to drive. He's blocked off. He gets it off to Max Clark. Clark hands it back over to Wells. 2:40 left in this one. Nice give and go from Wells to Clark. Clark's blocked, however, by Duncan. Duncan having himself a fourth quarter. 2:35 left. Matheson's going to shoot a three. That ball's on the way. It's good. Don't look now, folks. This game just got a lot more interesting. 55-36 with 2:20 left. The question now becomes, is the time too close? Shot up. That's good. Quickly by Jack Hinkle. Turnover goes the other way. Shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Wells. Wells going to shoot again. He's going to get fouled, however. Foul was on number 21, Landon Prestrude. That's his third. It will send Wells to the line for two. First one on the way is good. Wells having himself a really nice night. He's got about 10 points. Make it 11 as he makes the second. 59-36 with 1:58 left in this one. Shot up, no good by the Rattlers. Rebound comes to Clark. Wells brings it across the timeline, gives it to Hinkle. Hinkle gives it to Clark, who gives it to Cody Wright. Over to Wells. Nice screen by Clark. Hands it over to Jack Hinkle. Hinkle gives it back to Ryan Wells. Wells goes up. Shot is off. No good. Ryan Wells with his own rebound. Shot no good again. One more time, and now there's a jump ball. 1:15 left in this one. 59-36. Cody Wright will come out and take a sit down. Ball will come out to Wells. Wells is going to take a shot. Shot up, and it's no good. He tries to fly in and get a rebound, but he's called for an over the back. Substitution for the Rams. Cody Wright will come in for, he had about 2 seconds worth of air, and then he gets to come back in. Ryan Wells will come out and sit down for this final 1 minute and 8 seconds in a 59-36 ball game. Myers with the ball, hands off to Matheson as we reach 1 minute. Matheson shot up, and shot is good. 59-38 with just under 50 seconds left. Cody Wright will bring the ball across the timeline. He'll hand it off to Clark. Clark will hand off to Wright. Wright will drive, Wright will shoot, Wright will score. (61-38). Harone will try to drive the lane. He shoots, and he is fouled. Foul is on number 34. That is, let's see here. That is Max Clark. That's his third. It will send Harone to the line for the 1-and-1. First one on the way, bounces everywhere, and it's good. Max Clark will have a sit down, and the crowd will give him a huge ovation, as it is now 61-39 with 29.2 left. Second one on the way from Harone, up and good. 61-40 with 20 seconds left. Cody Wright with the ball, hands off to Jack Hinkle. Now to Wright. Rams starting to move the ball around. They're going to dribble this one out with 10 seconds left, and they will go to the 1A West Regional Championship tomorrow at noon here in Lander Valley. 3 seconds left. 2, 1, and that is it. Both crowds stand in ovation for both teams. The Rams of Dubois will go tomorrow at noon to take on the winner of Saratoga and Farson Eden. We will be right back, and when we come back, we will have post-game here on 101.7. We will also have, I think, Coach Kyle Miller and a couple players. So we'll be right back right after this.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Heinz General Store has been the grocery store of choice for the Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at heinzgeneralstore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz Online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest. Heinz General Store is a proud sponsor of Wyoming Indian basketball. Let's go, Chiefs!
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wider range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare would like to wish everyone a happy, healthy new year. They encourage you all to continue to practice COVID-19 precautions in an effort to keep you and your loved ones safe. They offer a safe and sanitary clinical setting when you stop in for your medical, dental, optometry, and behavioral health needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare have clinics in Arapahoe, Ethany, and Riverton for your convenience. More information can be found online at windriver.care.
Welcome back, everyone, inside the Bob Carey Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Lander Valley High School. This is Travis Gupton, the sports director at WyoToday Media, looking at some of the stats here in the 61-40 win for the Dubois Rams. The leading scorer was number 14, Ryan Wells, for the Rams. And then everyone else had a plethora. It was, let's see here. It was Cody Wright had 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. Clark had 8. Chamley had 3. And then a few others had about 2 3 points as well. For the Rattlers, it was Zane Matheson who led the team in scoring. He had 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points in the game for the Rattlers. And it was really the tale of 2 quarters. First quarter was a little slower than the first, and then the second quarter really started to go in the Rams' way, and then so on and so forth. And then they started pulling away a lot in the third quarter, and they will now go on to the 1A West Regional Championship game tomorrow at noon. So we are still awaiting Coach Kyle Miller to join us. So we're going to take another commercial break, and when we come back, the hope is to have Coach Miller here on 101.7 KDNO. So we'll be right back.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, "I got mine at Frontline." Frontline Motors.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to 101.7 KDNO. And we are standing here with Cody Wright, who, by the way, like I said earlier, I owe you a massive apology. On the roster that I had, they had you as number 12, and you're number 14. So you, my friend, had 16 points in this game, and you led all scorers. Last night you led all scorers as well. You've had an amazing 1A regional tournament. So let me ask you this. You have tomorrow now the championship game at noon, and the possibility is that you could play Saratoga in the championship game. That is the only team in the 1A region that has given you a defeat. How much do you want to play Saratoga tomorrow in the championship match?
Oh, I would love to play them. I wasn't able to play them the first time, so I just want to be able to come out and play them the second time.
The last time that me and you spoke, we were talking about how unselfish this team was, and we saw it tonight. You had every player that played scored in some fashion, whether it be from the free throw line or from the field. What does that say about this Rams team and how their unselfishness plays a factor in this winning?
Yes, sir. Like you said, I think we're very unselfish. We want to get everyone involved. That's sort of our offense, is just swinging around, and whoever has the shot could take it.
Last night you had foul trouble going for you. Ended up fouling out of the game, I believe, in the fourth quarter. Tonight you did a lot better, able to stay in the full game, 16 points. How important is it to stay out of foul trouble tomorrow in this championship game?
It's very important. Like you said, last night I fouled out, and that was just a big mistake on my part. I got too aggressive, so I'm going to try and stay off a little bit.
Awesome. So that was Cody Wright, and he again had 16 points. We're going to hand the headset off to Mr. Max Klar. All right, Max, first off, congratulations, big-time win.
Thank you.
And you I had right. Your jersey number was right. My friend, you are very fun to watch. For a big guy, you know how to move around with your feet, and you also have a really good three-point shot. Tomorrow, like I told Cody, you're going to be in the 1A West Regional Tournament Championship matchup, and the possibility is that you could play Saratoga tomorrow. What does that mean to you to have that rematch? Because they, like I said, they are the only team to give you a defeat.
Yeah, we want it. We want it more than anything. Last year we lost to Saratoga last year in the championship. We got runner-up, so it's kind of a little bit of a revenge game. But I want it more than anything, man. I want to bring home that #1 seed going into the state. So,
my friend, one of the things that also stood out to me is last night and tonight, both teams really got off to a slow start. Shots were not falling like you wanted. What does it feel like to be in those kind of games when shots are not falling, but then all of a sudden in the third quarter, it's like everybody decided they were going to shoot all sorts of shots?
Yep. You just got to persevere, keep shooting like Coach K said. Just keep shooting, get shots up. Shots are going to fall, but we're worried about on the defensive end. Once we get our defense intensity up, get some stops, that's when we really start to get shots to fall. Offense will come, but we need our defense there all the time.
Last question for you. Like I said, tomorrow's the big game, the regional championship game. As a senior, what does it mean to get it?
Man, it means everything in the world, man. I've been working for this ever since I was 5th grade. You dream about these kind of moments, but I'm excited. I'm excited to get after it. We're going to go eat, drink, get rested up, and get ready for tomorrow. So, yeah.
Awesome. I will be here, and I'm excited to see you in action. That was Max Clark for the Dubois Rams. We're going to hand the headset off now to the final person I'm going to speak with, Coach Kyle Miller. And
thank you, sir.
Thank you, Max. I appreciate you, sir. We're going to get the headset on him. Everybody I love this. Like, literally we went from tall to taller to tallest. And so Coach Miller, big time win tonight against a very game Rattlers team. Tomorrow at noon you will play in the 1A West Regional Championship game against it looks like it's either going to be Saratoga or Farson Eden. And like I mentioned to the other guys, as I look through the stats and look through your schedule, I feel like y'all would want to play Saratoga more than anything.
Yeah, we would love to play them again. The first time we played them, we were missing a couple starters, and we would love to play. We'd play anybody right now. We're feeling good. But, yeah, I'd like to see Saratoga again.
So in this game specifically, your big three, we talked before, the rebounding and the shots had to fall, and it looked like that was the adjustment that your team made. The rebounding looked a lot better. You had a lot of second chance opportunities that led to points. How did you feel about your team's performance?
Oh, they did great. We were really focusing on positioning for rebounding. Like I keep saying, rebound, but it's actually the positioning to get the rebound is what's most important, and we've been emphasizing that. With this, like, the athlete doesn't win here. It's who fights the best and who wants it the most. And rebounds are key. Making layups, rebounds, and defense is a huge key here.
Last question for you, Coach. The 2 times I've been here and seen you guys play, you've had the biggest crowd I think I've seen in the entire season. Tomorrow is a big time matchup for the 1A West Regional Tournament. It's a Saturday at noon. Everyone who's listening in earshot of you, what do you want to tell them about this game? Because I feel like you're going to want a packed house here inside this gymnasium.
Oh, yeah. Dubois has been without a winning culture for years. Like, this is honestly the 6th time we've had a team like this in 50 years. And I've been lucky to have the crew. I started with them in 5th grade. And it's just, you got to develop a winning culture. You have to get the fans involved, parents involved. The school has to be involved. And you can't be mediocre. You got to have that winning mentality to get that culture started, and we're really seeing it. I got every mom in the town bringing food in. I got the mayor coming to the games. Like it takes a village to get some success, and I'm glad they're building that winning culture.
Awesome, Coach. I appreciate your time, and good luck tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
That was Coach Kyle Miller on 101.7 KDNO on the postgame show. Final score again, 61-40 in favor of Dubois, and they will take on the winner of Saratoga and Farson Eden tomorrow at noon for the 1A West Regional Tournament Championship. And like Coach Miller said, the culture around here and the feel in this Dubois fan base and on the team is winning. They feel like they can, they feel like they should. And so it'll be interesting to see how they do tomorrow. But that'll do it for me right now. Again, I will be heading over to Riverton for the 2A West Regional Tournament, and my game will tip off with Cody Beers at 6 p.m. But if you are wanting to stay here on 101.7, the Thermopolis Bobcats will be on air in about an hour and a half, so stay tuned for that. But for right now, this is Travis Gupton, the sports director for WyoToday Media, saying good night from Lander Valley.
Knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.